Hello, welcome to PairFect. I'm Francine Marquez.
Vernon Velasco.
Hello, Vernon. How
Hi.
are you?
Same
Taking
old.
over Dina.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So today we have very special guests, women who inspire us.
Mhm.
In today's episode of PairFect, the founders of interior design studio Atelier Almario, Ivy and Cynthia Almario, will share with us how they challenge norms and set new trends while staying true to their vision.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
without,
Ado. Yeah.
yes, let's welcome Ivy and Cynthia Almario.
Good afternoon po, ma'am
Hi, good
Almario.
Hello, good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Good
afternoon.
afternoon,
Welcome
Francine
to
and Vernon.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Thanks for
so,
having us.
yes, we always ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been since 2021 started in terms of work and
Yeah.
personal?
Oh, very lucky. Work has kept on, except of course for adjustments, no, sis, of working
Yeah.
from home. We had to
Yes.
secure the safety of our employees first
Employees.
and
Mm-hmm.
foremost. Yeah, but the life of the studio was not uh, no, it's not really stopped. No? Sis.
Yeah.
How would I say? We relaxed it a bit when everybody was forced to relax because,
Mm-hmm.
it was your civic duty to just stay home and watch
Mm-mm.
We
TV.
True.
enjoyed, which we really enjoyed. It was like
Yeah.
very precious time bonding with our family. For
Yeah.
me, it was God sent.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Personally,
Yes.
and a
Yes.
personal standpoint, I
But it.
really
Yes.
enjoyed the first lockdown
Yeah.
because we were able to spend quality time with our family, enjoy our home, and actually not be guilty staying home.
Mm-hmm.
Guilt free.
Guilt
Yeah.
Yeah.
free. You
Yes,
were actually
yes.
commended if you stayed home. So wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of business, has the inflow change of clients?
During
Actually,
the
I'm sorry, huh? Since
Mm-hmm.
you could answer it.
Actually, no, we're
Yeah.
busy now. Yeah, yeah, we're
Yeah.
busier. But of course, what's hard is that we can never really graduate a project
Mm-hmm.
because 2 months ago we were very excited. We were about to turn over a condominium
Several.
unit in Rockwell.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the lockdown happened, so we had to postpone it.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, this July 9, we're going to turn over the unit. So
Mm-hmm.
we're quite
Mhm,
excited about
mhm,
that.
mhm.
What kind
I,
of?
I think, I'm sorry, go ahead. No, I think the complete
Mm-hmm.
answer there is our hotel work did stop, but it was
Yeah.
Mm,
compensated for because residential work came in.
Mm-hmm.
So the studio, in essence, it was just a displacement of projects. So the studio is still functioning like pre-pandemic level,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm,
more
mm,
or
mm,
less.
mm, mhm.
The
Right, sis, no? Tama
Yes,
Yeah,
ba?
ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am,
Okay.
in terms of workspaces, the pandemic has sort of shifted the attitude po toward workspaces. So it's sort of
Yeah.
a balance between functionality and style. So how do you sort of balance it?
Mm, mm. In terms of what?
Yeah,
Ah,
kasi po 'di ba pag
kasi,
noon
For our residential
work
homes, diba?
workspaces po.
Our
we don't do
Mhm.
commercial work. We don't
yeah,
do office work.
Oh,
we
We
don't do
don't do a lot
offices
of
kasi.
office work.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
sorry.
So it's
okay.
yes.
So
So
residential.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And commercial work is more hotels and restaurants.
mhm.
Mm-mm.
Very few offices, but not. We don't do like others where they do floors and floors and floors of office.
Workspace.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Office
if we were
spaces.
to answer that in a residential point of view,
Yes.
a lot of our clients ask that their dens be, converted or their dining rooms converted into workspaces. So a lot of the spaces became multifunctional.
Yeah.
Yes. Oo.
So we also got a lot of comments from
Mhm.
our clients thanking us that they're enjoying the house
Mhm.
and they were thankful that all of their caprichos, they were, the movie theater,
Mhm.
the big projector room, the entertainment centers, they were really able to use it. But now they're requesting for office spaces that's really office driven. Because before it was just a mix of different functions, correct? I
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we're interviewing for new projects, the request is really
So
to have a home office.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
what used to be the den is now really a home office,
And
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
also
So
the
that.
kids, they also wanted really a dedicated school
study room.
Mhm.
area for online calls.
Mhm.
not their bedrooms, but a designated space as
But
well.
Vernon, of course, we know that the Ivy and Cynthia are very much well known for their luxury designs,
Yes.
lots of spaces, gracious, elegant designs. What we want to find out is how did you start Atelier Almario and when did you decide to
Mhm.
a little bit of history somewhere?
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, gladly. So, right after college, I moved to the United States and I stayed there for almost 15 years. Cynthia did the same. She's much younger than I. So right after college, she also went to the States. So there was a point there when we were together in Los Angeles for at least a decade and more than a decade na sis, we were
Yeah,
together.
around
We lived
12
and
years.
worked. And
Mhm.
yeah, and because I was in the interior design field, naturally, my sister Cynthia will also gravitate in the same field.
Mm.
In Los Angeles, I worked for a few design offices before I had my own rendering studio. I had that for 10
Mhm.
years. And Cynthia naman was Cynthia can speak for herself about her Los Angeles experience.
I was
And then yeah, go ahead,
yeah.
Cynthia.
Mhm.
You
Go.
go ahead. You
I
finish
know
it.
this is, and then I
So I
just
was a
segue.
creative director of Dennis Reedy Design Consultants. I was with them for, I guess, 10 years as well. And then
Also,
Ivy
yeah,
got the Manila Hotel,
yeah,
Park Hotel in
Mimosa.
Mimosa.
Yeah, Mimosa.
At Traffic
Yeah,
Police Hotel. So
yeah,
I decided to join you, not just temporarily, right? Just to
yeah.
do FF&E work.
Mhm.
Yes,
And then finally, a few years later, I actually relocated to Manila.
Mhm.
Mm,
yeah.
mhm, mhm.
So the pivotal point is when we both went back to Manila and decided it would be wonderful to work together. So that's how Atelier Almario was born.
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm.
You look so perfect together, ma'am. I mean, I mean, you
Yeah.
just basically jive. I mean,
Yes.
there's nothing
Usually
so.
they say when you enter into a family
Mhm.
enterprise, usually there are
Yeah.
some pros
Ref,
and cons as
yeah,
well.
in a way. But with you, I think there's no such thing as so beautiful that it's so impossible. What is your what is your
Wow,
design,
we love you, Vernon. Okay,
ma'am? What is your
Fred.
what is what is your design mantra po? What is beautiful design to you?
Ah,
Mhm.
okay. Beautiful design. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right?
Mhm.
And because interior design, at the end of the day, is really going to be used by the inhabitants of the house.
Mhm.
So for me, it has to be not only beautiful but also functional.
Mhm.
Because beauty without function is a fail. Because after a while, may inis sa'yo yung may-ari. Parang ang ganda-ganda nga nito, hindi ko naman
Hindi
maabot.
magamit.
Di ba?
Hindi ko maupuan.
Hindi ko naman ito maupuan. Paano ba yan? Di ba?
Mm.
So, because we cater to a wide range of clientele,
Mhm.
we have trained ourselves to
Mhm.
embrace different types of uh, of beauty, so to speak. I mean, what resonates with them,
Mhm.
what they find beautiful, is what we will begin with and enhance so that our deliverable is really
Mhm.
bespoke to who they are
Mhm.
Right.
because they're actually the end user.
Bespoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And we really create the very best version of their dream house.
Mhm.
So we take into consideration what Ivy said earlier, what resonates with them,
Yeah.
what makes them happy, what excites them, and also more or less we really get to the bottom of
Mm.
how they really want to live their lives
Yeah.
in their house.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because that's what overrides everything for most, no? Functionality.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
over style in a way. So ma'am, you sort of mentioned the beginnings of the company, but um how did the light bulb moment come to your heads? I mean, what was the Eureka
Ah,
moment like?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, because I always enjoyed, we were four sisters, right?
Mhm.
So we always truly, truly enjoyed each other's company.
Mhm.
In fact, for a while, there was three of us. My sister Chona was also with us. Since
Mm.
was that for a good 5 years, at
Yeah,
least?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
for a good 5 years, there were three Almario sisters.
Oh.
But at that time, it was still called the Ivy House, right? We
Mhm.
hadn't pivoted
We,
to
had
Atelier
we also had
Almario.
a very small showroom. The
And then
idea
we
has,
had a small
yeah,
showroom.
yeah, in the south. So yeah, we
Yeah.
sold stuff. Yeah, but really it was nice because it was just an opportunity
Yeah.
for us to
Mm.
eat lunch together.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
Go-
so for me, because I was really the one who's been longer in the business, I was the one who really really wanted to be with my sisters, because for me it's triple happiness. I mean, I
Yeah.
Mm.
can practice my craft at the same time enjoy the company of my sisters, and there was no conflict at all because I know we all have the same hard working ethics.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
pag trabaho na, trabaho na. So yeah, it's so easy. And then politics were the same. The humor was the same. The charm was the same.
Mhm.
Kawawa nga yung kliyente, tatlo yung charming. Parang
sometimes, sometimes we bring our mom along. So parang with mommy pa,
apat na.
yan. How do we make tawad?
How do you say no?
Oo,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice.
But how do you resolve when it comes to maybe
Dilemma.
design preferences or
Mhm.
dilemmas? Who
Oh,
resolves what?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very easy and simple. I take the role of the interior architect, and Cynthia is uh, takes the role of the one who's in charge of the furniture, fabrics, accessories. So those are two totally different functions. I do the floor plan, the space planning, the flow, and then everything that's attached to the wall, I take care of. The embedded items, the lighting, the crown moldings, the floor finishes. So, and Cynthia, tell them your box thing.
Mhm.
If you were to turn the house and everything that falls, it's my department. Everything,
Oh.
all
Oh,
the
that yes,
furniture, the carpets, the accessories, the
yes, yes.
artwork, that's my
Mm-hmm.
job
Mm-hmm.
to
It's your
fill up the
purview,
space.
yeah.
It's
So
my
the,
core competence.
it's there's no conflict at all because we each have, like, we always love to say
Areas
if
of
it's a 1 to 10
expertise.
process, I take care of 1 to 5, since it takes care of 6 to 10. That's not to say we're isolated. We're constantly consulting each other. But in terms of, so the office is also not confused in terms of sense of responsibility, whose word is followed. It's very easy for them. They will
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
go to me, if it's a side question, Ma'am, grabe naman, mali yung pagkalagay ng aircon, paano ba natin yan? Ano? So ako yon. Tapos then, but
A color, a
when
finish.
designers will, yeah, even in the job site, contractors will come to me and say, which color do you like? No, 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 you have to wait for Cynthia. That's not my department. So it's
So it's
claro,
very,
claro.
it's very clear cut. So
Yeah.
walang ano, there's no, but of course, we see each other during
Mhm.
installation. So there's really a
Yeah.
seamless blending of functions.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's, when you present to the client, syempre it's buo. Because the interior architecture and then the everything you already researched together. So, when
Yes.
they say, it's really a blended vision.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But what new processes or procedures have you done since COVID happened? I know
Mhm.
everybody went into digital. We hear of things like virtual tours and all. What are some of the practices that you incorporated?
Ah, since na lahat ng meetings naging Zoom na, no, with clients?
Mhm.
Yeah, in fact, I never heard about Zoom until
Yeah.
March 17, 2020, when I had
Yeah.
this online meeting.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so actually, we prefer it that way because a lot of coordination meetings we can do actually from home.
Mhm.
Whereas before we thought that I'm frozen, Games. Whereas before we thought that we can only do it, at the site. Now we're beginning to think that really, we can balance pala the work from home situation. When we need to go to the job sites to inspect the progress of the construction, then we do that. But if it's really a lot of meetings with the client, we just do it online, Ives, no?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-mm, mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
You are watching Perfect with the Almario sisters. We'll be right back for more when we after a short break.
centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers. Still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayad.
And we're back. I'm Francine Marquez.
Hi.
I'm with Vernon, and we're talking to Ivy and Cynthia Almario of Atelier Almario.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Ivy and
Thank
Cynthia,
you.
I actually have a question here from JC Corazon. So Ivy has mentioned in an interview that mastery of craft and exceptional expertise is demonstrated by outstanding attention to detail and remarkable finishes. How do you achieve these qualities po?
Okay, sure. I'm actually scale scale for me, training your eyes with the correct proportion is one of the things you have to master to be an exceptional interior designer. And what do I mean by that? That you could tell if something is off even by 2 millimeters. Uh, at the same time, if you're doing something that's 5 meters high, and the ceiling height is 5 meters high, you sort of know how to scale your furniture so that everything seems normal to the eye. Because a true, a skilled interior designer will always enhance what needs to be enhanced and hide what needs to be hidden. So one of the things that's obvious there is you have to master scale, you have to master space planning, and how do you do this? You just do this by doing it every time, all the opportunity that you can get. You immerse in projects, and really practice makes perfect. Um, and when I say details, you're no longer, I mean, after college, you pay your dues, maybe you work for a firm or you're on your own. But then it's only maybe after a decade when of doing something every single day, 5 days a week in our case, 6 days a week, that you notice that your eye becomes more critical and more what is the word? Finicky. Sorry,
Finicky.
yeah. I mean, I hate to use the word finicky, but finicky is also a good word because you will not settle for that which doesn't work. Um, Clients will pay you for something that you do that they should enjoy for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years, depending on how long they want to keep that residence. So everything that you put there has to be intentionally of the best quality and well thought out. So I hope that answers the question. I hope it's not too abstract.
Yeah.
No, yes, it is.
Mm.
I mean, I think experience really helps a lot
Yeah.
as an interior designer.
Experience and
Yes.
exposure as well, no? To
Yeah.
beautiful work. I mean, like, you always have to learn, and you always have to explore
Grow.
different spaces.
Yeah.
Diba, Ives, you have we have
Oo.
a series of design icons that we follow. We like
Yes. Yeah, yeah. And
Gucci.
also travel a
We
lot.
can,
Yeah.
yeah.
When we could.
I was wondering,
Before pandemic, yeah.
Ivy and Cynthia, what's the strangest um
Request.
request you've got from a client?
Sis, your quick flight to to Europe just to check something.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, it was before Christmas, mga 3 days, no? Because I had to go to Viareggio,
Mhm.
but I really enjoyed it
Yeah.
because I had to approve a stone sample. And
Oh.
I was able to do that because I didn't need a visa.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just had to the client couldn't make it, so I was the one they asked to go. I said sure, sure. So I got marble samples, no, Ives?
Yeah.
And I physically saw the samples and I recommended my choice, went back to Hong Kong, and then presented it to the client. And I was back in Manila before Christmas.
So
Wow.
it was like a Manila, Italy, Hong Kong,
Yeah.
Manila in 3 days,
Wow. Oh
right?
my
And you get the
goodness.
stone
Oh
sample
my
approved.
And
goodness.
of course, I told the boatmaker, please, can you bring me to an outlet, please?
Oh.
Even like just like for 30 minutes on our way to Viareggio. And of course, Italians being Italians, they said yes, of course, we can
Yeah.
bring you.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do your job first. I said, okay.
wow, that's
Yeah, that was
insane.
weird, but the most fun, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
I guess
Mhm.
saying that it's a perk of the job is an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
But how do you make the compromise between what the client wants
Mhm.
versus your maybe artistic
Value.
preferences?
Wow, that's a long, tedious process because you're gonna fight for it. You're gonna fight for it. You're gonna fight for your idea until they either wear you down or you wear them down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
whoever is whoever is worn down first
I know.
surrenders.
I noticed that through the years we've become like we just select our battles.
Mhm.
Before kasi
Yeah.
we used to like be so passionate about an idea and we really try to convince, and now it's really after the first try, if they don't like it's okay. Next idea. Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
also letting go sometimes now when you feel that
Yeah.
it's a losing proposition. Me personally, sometimes for furniture, I said, okay. I mean, really, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to use it.
It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's easier for Cynthia kasi yung furniture can be hidden eh. Pag mali, pwedeng, itabi, iakyat sa
Yeah.
attic.
or else, ano, wala.
Pero sa akin kasi mahirap eh. Kasi I'm the interior architecture. That's why I really fight for my battles. But then, then when I say no, I know that I will regret it.
Mhm.
Pero wala eh. And then the client will say later, ay, sana nakinig ako sa'yo. Tama ka pala. Pero, what? How?
It
Wala.
happened, di ba? Since that just happened. Because
Yeah.
we're like, and then the client goes, yeah, that's me. I told them to cut the glass. And
Yeah,
we're
it's
like,
my fault. It's my fault. And then, because after a while, you just, a client relationship, of course, is the most sublime thing you want to keep because it's friendships,
Mhm.
Yeah, pero it's not easy. It's not easy.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are compromises, but those who really in the know will know when there was a compromise.
yeah.
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 And it's hard,
Yeah.
no? Because sometimes if you have to explain something,
Mhm.
you shouldn't be explaining it, eh. Diba, Ives?
Yeah, and then
Diba?
that's also
Yeah.
tama si Sin because that's also sometimes what I tell to the studio when we're all crestfallen. I say it's not fair because others will see our work and they will judge it and then they will not know the battles we lost,
Right.
right? Because they'll just say, ay, bakit parang bitin, parang hilaw.
Mhm.
Pero parang pero you cannot. So that's why what I also try to explain to my clients
Mhm.
na please understand. And for the most part, they really listen, and for the most part, it's really good. But there are times that you just have to bring out the white flag and just say, I surrender.
Pero sige, ang batting average naman natin, 98%.
98, oh.
Mostly, I
So
think,
the 2% is,
yeah.
ano na lang.
Yeah.
I think,
Ibig
Wala na
sabihin,
ba?
ano na,
Oh.
napagod na
Type
si
A,
Ay.
mga type A na lang na perfectionist.
Na-wear down ka na Ay, parang,
Oo,
sige.
na-wear down na ako. Parang,
Or else,
okay.
that Ivy na parang, paantok na.
yeah.
Should I
But
say yes to this?
yeah, but I guess when it comes to clients who are
Mhm.
very cooperative, they're such darlings to you.
Yes.
Yes.
most of our clients naman are darlings, pero sometimes there's just some ideas na parang, sayang, konti na lang, konti
Konti
na
na
lang. Oo. Pero it happens. It's okay. Par for the course.
But sometimes we're pleasantly surprised. Sometimes naman there's an idea from a client that would
Brilliant.
first offhand
Brilliant.
we'll say, huh? Parang so out of the box. And then we
It
actually
fits.
apply it and we're so pleasantly surprised that it worked, na ay?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
instances.
kasi baliktad,
Yes.
for the most part, we will try whatever the client wants because we're
Mm.
not the we're not the parang, no, we're always open. It's our nature. Talaga, let's try it, let's try it. That's why also Cynthia and I were collaborative. Cynthia would say, okay, let's try it. I'll say something. Cynthia, pwede din. So yeah, kaya sometimes when there are some hiccups, medyo, what happened there? But it's okay.
Yeah. We learn.
Would you say
we
that
learn.
clients are more discriminating right now or
Yeah.
more particular because of the
Yeah,
barrage of
very particular.
information, detail,
Yes,
traveling that
yes,
they're
yes.
doing right now?
and
Yeah.
travel.
And they're so exposed also because they
Yeah.
stay in the best hotels. They're able to afford everything. I mean, pretty much, no?
Yeah.
They're exposed to the best stones, best furniture.
Yeah.
They wine and dine in the best places. So even their reference points, you also have to be on the same level. When they say something, I saw this in Lake Como. This appealed to me. You also have to know what they're talking about. So you also learn from them at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But in terms of the industry po, how has interior design changed through the years compared to back to where you started po?
The digital age, di ba? I
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
for me, I embrace it because I used to bring a lot of books with me as reference materials. So when I would travel, it would be overweight, no? Because I would pack my books, my research materials with me when I had to present. But because now, with the advent
iPad lang.
or iPad or even my cell phone, no? My
Yeah.
smartphone. So there's Pinterest, there's Google.
Yeah.
For me, it helped a lot in my profession. And I'm enjoying also, at the fingertips when I say, this is a nice hotel. You should go there. Even before going there, you will just Google it and you'll be exactly on the same page as what your client is referring to.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. Yeah, digital, CAD, yeah, CAD, CAD, no? Computer aided drafting. Everything has made a technology, and the computers has made impossible designs possible. Look at everything that Frank Gehry is doing. I mean, Zaha Hadid, all of those before could not have been done. Yeah, but the artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things,
And the
in
3D printers, no,
engineering, yeah,
3D printers,
yeah,
yeah, for the furniture,
talaga.
the laser cuts, a lot of materials that we couldn't use before. Now, wow, we have a lot of choices.
So what delights you now,
Yeah.
what you look at, chances are it's because it's technology has played a part in delighting you.
But Ivy,
But
yeah.
go ahead, Vernon.
Yeah, I was wondering how does technology actually just plays around the creative side of things po? Parang
I was going to say, juxtapose that naman, because everything now, uh, it brings naman handcrafted a premium value.
yes.
Oo. So habang like people who can hand sketch like me are appreciated because after a while everything digital kind of looks the same.
Yes.
I mean, right? Pero that's why artisans are more priced now because handcrafted has become more premium. So that's naman the gift of technology. Is it highlights naman what the humans can do with their hands.
Parang it's a cycle, no?
Yeah, it's a juxtaposition.
That's a beautiful insight.
Yeah, at the same time, I think there are also those who opt for more smart appliances, connectivity,
Also,
Yeah.
since they're
Yeah.
more
Before
in
going
touch
home,
with
they
their
said all
mobile
the ano
phones.
na, no?
yeah,
Somebody will open the door, the air
Yeah.
conditioner,
Like
there's
they want-
music once they go in.
yeah.
They want a high-tech
Kaya
kitchen,
lang,
maybe.
Yeah.
in the Philippines lang, unfortunately, the Wi-Fi is not so ano pa. So
Oh,
sometimes, that's the danger kasi if everything is like, it's, attributed to
For
Being
the Internet of Things, yeah. If you don't have
Yeah.
connectivity,
you
you're
you won't
fried.
be able to open your door.
Yeah.
Since
So I guess if you
Outside your house,
yeah.
trying to get in,
Since
and then
Ivy
you want
was
to turn on your lights, it's off.
yeah,
Kasi wala kang internet. Yeah.
I was wondering, did you design Ivy's interior? Ivy, did you design Cynthia's interior?
In the house. Have you ever done
Yeah,
that?
This is my house. So the interior
Yeah.
architecture was by Ivy. Then I
Yeah.
furnished it. Yeah. Ivy, no, she did it her own. But we helped. We went to Bangkok together.
Yeah, and Vietnam.
Collaborated in the fabrics. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh. You've always been dedicated to your vision and craft. What we want to find out now is when the moment you enter a space, what's the first thing that comes to mind? But before you answer that, we'll pause for a break.
Manong Joe po.
At Ate Maita,
Ngayong Hunyo, bahagyang tumaas ng 8 centavos per kilowatt hour ang overall electricity rates. Ito'y dahil sa dagdag singil sa WESM.
alam niyo ba, pwede kayong i-update ng Meralco sa text or sa email gaya ni Sarah G. Sisendan kayo ng advanced updates tulad ng upcoming bill details. Di na kayo kakaba-kaba sa paghihintay ng bills. At anumang mangyari sa bill, masira, mabasa, o mawala, no problem. To get updates, i-update ang inyong contact information sa Facebook Messenger, meralco.com.ph, email, hotline 16211 o Meralco Business Centers.
Handa kami makapag-ugnayan sa inyo para makapaghatid ng mas mabuti, mabilis, at pagkinahawang serbisyo.
Hanggang sa susunod na
Meralco Advisory.
Hatch something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
Click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
You are watching PairFect with the Almario sisters. So, Francine, you were asking something.
Yes,
kanina.
before we had our break, I was asking, hello, Ivy and Cynthia, welcome.
Hi, hello, hello.
Yes. So before we had a break, we're asking, the moment you enter a space, what's the first thing that comes to mind? An empty space.
Let me qualify. It depends on what space. If it's a commercial space, critically, of course, my brain will start working. When I say commercial space, I'm in a restaurant, I'm in a hotel, I'm in a bank, I mean, anywhere where there's design stimuli, my brain will start processing, and I'll start learning from it. I'll start also critical thinking will be present. What am I learning? What am I liking? What am I not liking? Why is this space working? Why is it amazing? But it ends in commercial spaces. I suspend all of that when I visit friends' houses or I will never be invited.
True, true, true.
Seriously. As soon as we enter homes of friends, anybody's home, and it's non-business related,
You
all
get
of
kicked
that
out.
falls away. And I'm not even an interior designer.
Mm.
So that that's really my most honest answer.
Mhm. So you're like you walk into a drab room and it's as if you're parang curtains part.
Designing it in your
Nothing.
mind.
Yeah, tulad ng sunshine.
Yeah, I will not even bother because if it's my friends, it's my friend. But the moment she asks me, what can I do with this? Then boom,
Start
of course
moving.
my mind will start working. But if it doesn't have to, we, right, Sin, if it doesn't have to, we won't.
Especially if they invited us for dinner. Wow. It's
Yeah.
We're here for the food and the friendship.
Okay, good answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, how do you sleep when the bed is burning, ma'am? Like
Sorry?
you are so
Sorry,
creative.
Bernie.
You are so creative. Your mind is always at work.
When do you stop
I mean,
thinking?
how do you sleep when the bed is burning?
That's medyo hard. It's medyo hard. Yeah, because that's why I go ahead. That's why I always have a pencil and pad
Mm.
beside my bed. Yeah.
At naman kasi we get physically so tired, no? So when we
Yeah.
hit the sack, we're like, unless there's a deadline next day and we continue creating in our minds. Yeah.
Ma'am, sort of last question before we
Do our
proceed to the
next.
funner part. So,
Okay.
what are you currently working on right now, and the plans for next year? In a way.
Plans for next year. This year, next year, we're starting our YouTube channel, right?
Oh.
Trying to get into the
Can we
digital.
announce that?
Finally.
Yes.
And how would it be called po, ma'am?
Atelier Almario.
Yeah.
So it's going to be,
AA.
is it all about your clients or designing tips and trends? What is it?
Everything you're saying.
Oh, wow. That should be
Yeah.
something to
A
look
lot of
forward.
tips and a lot of installations as well as the design process that we go through.
Mm-mm.
So we share it. Some quick makeovers and actual installations of projects. So the viewers can learn. So this is what we learned so far.
You've
Please
been-
like
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
subscribe
But you've been
and hit the like button.
Wow. Yes.
And also the bell. Something about the bell.
Ring the bell. Ring the
Ring the bell or something.
yeah.
You've been,
Nako.
you've been featured in many magazines and magazine shows as well. Is doing YouTube something that you're still trying to get used to, or something that you feel is a natural part of the exposure that you've also been getting through the years?
Yes, Francine. I think it's a natural next step because I think we're just so blessed that like we've just been enjoying this whole experience with Vernon and you. We're just blessed that we're relaxed and naturally curious about people, and we love
Really just enjoying the moment.
enjoying the
Yes,
moment. So parang
sharing ideas with you.
yeah, so parang easy nga to translate it to content.
Yes.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, Mimi,
Thank you.
before we proceed to the next portion, I just want to find out what trends are you seeing right now in
Yeah.
terms of, has
Design.
the pandemic totally changed the way people are looking at interiors?
What I just saw, and I don't know if it was because of the pandemic. I feel it might be because of the pandemic. Is in interior architecture, a lot of curves are showing up. Because I think the pandemic was so aggressive. It was so sharp edge. It really hit you in the gut. I mean, no one was spared. So I think as how we're responding, our architecture is softer. There's a lot of arches coming back, a lot of radius ceilings, a lot of curvilinear furniture. So that for me, I was taking note. I was like, wow, people just want to go back to the times when things were
It was
softer,
Yeah.
gentler. So that's what I saw. Tin.
For interiors, no, really, the plantitas, it's true because a lot of people embrace, no, tending to plants because really they were stuck in their homes for a year. So they really tried to bring the outdoor elements. If, of course, if they don't have the garden, they really consciously brought a lot of plants, tended to the plants because they wanted to be surrounded by nature.
Yeah.
So they made sure that at least they were getting their greens inside the house. So that was very obvious. And also, a lot of people are getting creative as well because they want to make sure that there's really one space that's very special to them where they can do their Zoom calls. So they make sure that there's at least one portion of their house that's very pretty visually because they have to work there, they have to entertain. I mean, because it's a Zoom lifestyle nowadays. So that's one of the trends I noticed as well.
Yeah, so we gonna proceed, Ivy and Cynthia, to the show and tell portion of the show. So we're just going to show you pictures we actually just lifted from your Facebook accounts, and then you just gonna tell us the story behind them. So here goes.
Oh, a story.
Tin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a color story. Yeah. That's our favorite Machuca tiles, no, Ives? It's blue and white
Nice,
Machuca tiles. And
beautiful.
this is one of our glamping rooms. We tried to simulate a tent structure over the bed. And of course, we own color. Astoria owned color, no? So one of the
They own the color
DNA,
story. Yeah.
one of the DNA of Astoria Hotel is owning the color story.
The bold, bold.
So you notice the combinations of, citrine and blue.
So this is in Palawan?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice, beautiful, beautiful.
Nice. Next picture, please.
I wonder what the picture is.
We like this. This is a jigger, no? Jigger cruise artwork. The one on the left side.
Yeah.
It's a very, very textural painting. It's one of our favorites. It's really very beautiful in person. And of course, the BNB, sorry, the pig. It's from Pelaine Tan, no? Yeah.
What's their store?
Can you tell us a little
Arbitrary.
Yes. Can you tell us more about the owner? Just a description. Probably an art lover or an art collector?
Yes,
Or
definitely an
artist?
art lover.
Art lover ever since he was like in his teens.
In his teens, yeah.
Oh.
And
Very discerning eye.
And what's great about it is he's actually friends with the artist.
Oh,
So I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm sure he got a lot of deals because he was a young collector. I think he started when he was like 14. So he also grew up with the artists that is featured in his home. A lot of young and well-known artists now. So
What was the design challenge that he posed for you when creating the room?
Turning something Mediterranean into something that's
very modern.
yeah, that was the restoration, no? Was the bag exactly right? Yeah.
I see.
You know, I'm sorry, I can't.
But they Ives restoration, but they went beyond it.
They went beyond it, yes.
Yeah.
But then the or they was to hide the arches, right?
Yeah.
Not all of them disappeared. You know, I cannot see the images that are being flashed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
But it's
think
okay. I mean, I'm just
see it.
riding on and enjoying the conversation.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to talk, and I was like, no.
Maybe we should,
Because
don't-
it's not showing on my screen.
Yeah,
I just see
maybe-
my lovely sister not complaining.
Yeah, maybe we should, yes, let's,
Yeah.
yes, next photograph.
Yeah. Can you see
Did
it,
you see
Ivy?
it?
No, still seeing you.
Oh, don't flash.
I know you have to do your gallery.
I will. Okay, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
Happy
Alright.
Fortuna, na sis, Rockwell.
Yes.
Yeah,
She wanted
yeah,
a very feminine space, no, Ives?
yeah,
So
yeah,
in love with the color gray. So this is 50 Shades of Gray.
Nice,
But since she's
nice.
married, happily married, so that's why it's great. It's feminine with a masculine color.
Beautiful. Yes.
And it was supposed to be her halfway house, but now it's her full-time house
Yeah.
Nice.
because she loved it so much.
Next picture. Yeah.
I think that's our last
Ah,
photograph.
a lovely
Beautiful.
house that sits on several hectares in Batangas. No, sis?
Wow.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow.
and
Sis,
it's like a perfect pandemic house. So
yeah, it's a open.
if they post it, people will say, "Where are you? What resort are you in?"
Wala lang, bahay ko lang.
Enjoying lang the pandemic. It's the view of my master's bedroom.
These are great
Nice.
clients. I mean, yeah, they're so nice.
And
Done
it's nice,
several
at saka
homes for them.
generational.
Yeah,
It first for the parents, and then the kids
yeah,
will
and then the
scale.
kids.
And
Yeah,
pretty soon it was all the kids na. Now
yeah,
with
we did that.
kids.
Yeah.
So was it a
Alam,
big
we started when we were young naman.
are they a big
Yeah,
are they a big family? Like there's a lot of spaces seating, or
Mm.
do they entertain a lot? What was their
All of the above.
all of the
all of
above?
the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now what's nice is they have a pause. So,
Yeah.
iba na rin their needs. Even their rooms, they have special requests already.
Pero since to start with, buti na lang, their rooms,
Malalaki. I know.
malalaki, and we really put day beds. So now
I know
even
eh. So
20
weird,
lang.
no? Oh,
It
no?
worked out.
Because of the
Yeah.
window situation, that's why we put a window seat that was, and then we decided to make it deeper. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
That
such a
worked
fluke,
out.
no? Because they were
A happy
single.
fluke
They were
at
single
that time.
when we were
Yeah.
doing the house. And wala pang boyfriend, so wala talaga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until it grew.
So now
the
it's for the
family.
apos.
Yeah.
It's for
Yeah,
the
Cynthia
kids.
and Ivy, it has been a delight to have you here today at PairFect.
Tapos na.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe we need to ask them more. We just need to find out a few more words before we go. We
Yeah,
wanted
parting
to,
words.
yeah, about design, your sensibility,
No,
design
just
sensibility, how has that changed?
very grateful that um, the Philippines has afforded us
Mhm.
with an opportunity to showcase our talents because uh, we had receptive clients, ensconced in a creative community of stakeholders who are our suppliers, who are so good to us, who are so good with us. Uh, and it takes a village really to produce a home. So really, the contractor or even hotels, not it? So
Yeah.
since we're very blessed and always grateful to have amazing relationships that fosters a camaraderie on site and always very fulfilling to finish beautiful projects that affect people's lives
Mm.
beautifully.
Beautifully. Yeah. Cynthia?
I would say I concur. But really, like Ivy said, truly blessed and grateful to be working in this industry right now, where you can really create beautiful interiors and really affect the lives of your clients, giving them their dream homes, and also really creating happiness, no? Because I feel that we're we're responsible also for their mindset, no? Because if you give them beautiful bedrooms that really becomes a cocoon, we actually are in charge of their moods when they wake up in the morning. They're so happy, they're so relaxed. So parang they're ready to face the day. And because of that, maybe their mindset, they're happier, they're kinder to their employees, to the wives. So it's just the impact that we create, and just so happy that we really become friends with our clients and their kids, and it becomes a relationship. And truly blessed and grateful that I'm working with my sister every day in my life.
Oh,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
Spot on
Yeah,
that.
that's so
Beautiful.
Dito!
Beautiful.
Dito from me.
Again,
So how cool is that, right? How cool is that?
yes,
So
yes, beautiful. Yeah.
again, thank you, Ivy and Cynthia Almarios of the Almario
Atelier
Atelier.
Atelier Almario.
Atelier
Yeah, sure.
Almario.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Vernon.
Thank you,
Thank
Vernon
you
and
for the
Francine. We had a great
inspiration.
time with
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Regine,
you.
for fixing all of this for us.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So do we just disappear?
Yeah, that's it for today's
Okay.
PairFect. My name is Vernon Velasco.
And I'm Francine Marquez.
Good afternoon po.
Thank you very much.